Hi, my name is Brett Estrade. I'm speaking to you today as the chairman of the Science Perl Committee. We're the ones who have been working closely with the planning committee for the conference to get this third track. So I wanted to just cover a brief history of the science track. Last year, Will Braswell, myself, and Zach Mogul had some science talks, and clearly there was interest. And so it was enough to get us talking last year about having a targeted call for a paper-based set of talks. The idea resonated, and somehow we got here. And I just wanted to express my thanks to all the authors, all the people who have supported us, especially in the beginning, because it was just an initial idea. There were a lot of people who were supporting it, like in the background, that I could never know who was supporting it, but I know that it was supported because it kept growing and the interest in it was real. So as we move forward, we organized a committee under Perl Community called the Science Perl Committee. And since then, we have been meeting on a pretty regular basis, every 2 weeks, and discussing, how we wanted to structure the track, how we wanted to do the call for papers. And one of the most important functions that I've played myself was interacting with the planning committee for this conference. And they have been absolutely wonderful. And I just wanted to really thank, in particular, Peter, Bruce, and Alex. And they have been very accommodating. They have helped us out in many ways. I know many ways that I don't even know to get us here. And so please consider going and looking at the tracks, the talks that are on the tracks, and supporting this in this effort. The authors, I'm not going to list their names. You'll probably hear their names later on. But everybody that is presenting submitted a paper. And the paper was a lot of work for everybody. So the output after the conference is going to be a journal. We have a preprint of the journal that we're going to be making available. Not very many copies, and it's not the final copy, but it's going to be a nice souvenir for anybody who wants to get one. So I also want to thank Zach Mogul. He wasn't able to make it, but he was also instrumental in getting this to fruition. So a few things. I talked about the science track. Look at the schedule, please. It's today and tomorrow, starting in the afternoon. Journals for sale, and there's only a few of them. We have a convention tonight. It's our first annual convention, and it actually extends to the other communities that are within Perl Community. And we're going to be adopting bylaws. It's open, so people can attend and observe. We operate transparently, but only members are going to be allowed to vote on any matters. It's very easy to become a member if you're interested. Look for somebody with one of these badges, or and just ask, and we'll tell you what you need to do. Okay, it's not a hard process. It's not an intensive process or restrictive, but we just want to make sure that people that are there for the right reasons. But anybody can attend. It's going to be in Apollo 1 2. And we learned a hard lesson. It's very difficult to get people to write papers within a couple of months. And it's just a hard thing to do. It's hard to get people to commit to it. So we're going to be accepting papers starting now for 2025. And in fact, we already have papers accepted. And all you need to do is visit this page here. It's perlcommunity.org/science. And here you can actually go through and look and see about all the details. We have a mailing list. But in order to submit a talk, you can go to one of these links. Here you go. And I apologize, we have an SSL issue that I am working on, aware I'm working on. I'm going to accept the risk. And so you can go to this page. This is where if you submitted an abstract for this conference, where you submitted it, it brings us to the system that we use to manage submissions, and then the review process along the way. And I also add, we're interested in helping people get papers published. We're not being restrictive in any way. We are here to facilitate the publishing of Perl papers because it's very good for the community and it's just a lot of fun. So thank you.